realize that their revenge begins to slip away, fall away from them, the more death that occurs at their hands and on their clock. And thereby, they begin to look for someone else to blame for their own stupidity. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because right now, the United States of America is getting ready to go through some more major situations that's going to give them more added moments of memorial time. Memorial. Death. If I might say, this is a way in which we don't like having to start off a conversation of such with the United States of America, but there's only one way you can, and that is what we're doing right now. So I would say to all the listeners tonight, rise and shine. A lot of you that I'm saying rise and shine to you right now, I obviously have already come to a conclusion. You should have realized I've come to a conclusion to realize that you have no clue what rise and shine means. Because you're too busy talking about those things around the United States of America that does not matter to anyone on the planet. Nobody cares about who is the person that's going to be buying up all the land, because they cannot ever buy the land. The land is unpurchasable. You can't purchase it. It's impossible. So when we hear the people talking to us about someone buying the land or someone trying to somehow take the land, we're laughing, because you're talking about a land that is a land that we've already told you was a sovereign land. And that land was given by God to a people. Those people can never lose the land, but they have to realize they must do what it tells that Allah, God of the universe, has commanded them to do, and the land will be then, and only then, it will be used by them in a manner where everybody will be able to recognize it. The book strictly tells you, if my people who were called by my name, if they would just humble themselves, turn from their wicked and evil ways, in which they have learned from nothing more than those that have been there would be captives, because that's where they're at, their captivity, they will realize that my Father said he will hear their cries and he will heal their land. He's already told them that. That's the total promise. The reason it hasn't happened because all the people are steadily, constantly being unfocused based upon them coming with conversations that really don't have any common sense to them when you really think about it. If I might say to the United States of America, once again, welcome to the call, this is your call. And maybe to you, this is a terrible way to start a conversation with a person that perhaps you're trying to influence them to at least be able to recognize what is right and what is wrong. And I would have to say to you, anywhere in the United States of America, when sitting down with another individual, where you know for a fact that individual is headed in the wrong direction, I can tell you there's no better way for you to sit down and to tell that individual that he's headed in the wrong direction than to just be straight out forward, honest with him, by saying, you are going to die because you're headed in the wrong direction. You can't waste your time trying to candy coat it, play up to them, say it in a manner that you won't offend them. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get it. You have to tell them the truth and let them deal with it from that moment on. It's not your concern. They will have to deal with Allah when that moment time comes. But you have been sent to warn them. That's all you got to do is warn them. It says, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. But whoever desires to save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. But what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and is himself destroyed or lost? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, of him, the Son of Man, will be ashamed when he comes in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. But I must tell you truly, there are some of you who are standing here who shall not taste death until you see the kingdom of God. Not everybody's going to die. We have to understand that, because most of the people now are more concerned about dying than living. Again, I say not everybody is going to die. It's constantly telling you in truth, right here in the scriptures, and right before you, the word is being given to you, honestly, that the ones that's going to die are the ones who are designed to save themselves. All they care about is themselves. Will I make it? Can I get past this? Will I be able to overcome that? Am I going to be able to over and beat everybody else and get their verse? Constantly trying to find some way to manipulate others, to put yourself on the top. Each time I look at the United States of America, I recognize that in 1999, I myself, being I who believed that we were a we, went to save the whole entire universe based upon everyone having he or she solved it right. And since that moment, I can tell you that not just a handful, but over thousands and thousands of people have come to me trying to duplicate exactly what I had already done, or they were trying to find some way or some method that they possibly could be able to do it better. All not just to make sure they would save people, but just for their own witty bragging rights. Yes. So you have to understand when sitting down talking to people, you understand when people are either pleased with what you've done or they're believing that they can do it better only because they are looking at you in a manner to say that I'm better than you. I've sat with thousands of people in this manner, and I can assure you, no, they were not foreign people. No, they were not